friends, this is Psychic Star and Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at why do they find you beautiful for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we dive into your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection. So for pile number 1, we have Specular Haematite with the Youth. For pile number 2, we have Fire Agate with the Queen of Wands. And for pile number 3, we have Chrysocolla with the 10 of Cups. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to as you have your person in mind. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose the Specular Haematite Crystal and the Youth card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at why do they find you beautiful for the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general pick or resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to say a big thank you to all of you that support the channel and help me reach 30k. This video is going to be out a little bit late with the thank you because I did have some pre-recorded videos up before I reached 30k, if that makes sense. But thank you all. I appreciate you all for all the support you've given. I appreciate every single one of you, and I see all your comments, and I'm sending you so much love. So know that there's so much gratitude in my heart for you. So let's get started with your reading now. So I'm going to start out by shuffling your tarot cards, and then after that we'll take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 1. Spirit guides of pile number 1. Why do they find pile number 1 beautiful? The person on their mind. So we have the 10 of, I think this is the 10 of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups. Death and Rebirth. We have the 9 of Swords, and we do have an extra card with Wisdom. So I'm just going to put this here. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so immediately as I'm in the energy, I feel like I'm tapping into a collective of people that are in a separation with this person, where you're no longer in this person's life, but you may be just curious to see what this person does find beautiful about you, you know, if they still think about you or not. And if you don't resonate with that, then I would suggest picking another pile, because that is the energy I'm picking up on most strongly, and so the messages are going to be more so about that. So in terms of what this person finds beautiful about you, I am seeing that this person and you could have met when you were younger with the Youth card. And it almost feels like they view you as the type of person that was their true love, I'm hearing, but I'm hearing right person, wrong time. I'm hearing we met when we were too young and dumb, and we didn't know better. So it's almost like I feel a regret coming from this person, in the sense of, I wish I didn't meet you when I was so young, but they don't necessarily regret meeting you, because meeting you was one of the most beautiful things that has happened to them in their life, and they're so appreciative of it, but it almost feels like they've lost their true love. So that is the energy I feel straight away. If you relate to that, then this is definitely your pile. You and this person could have had a lot of plans for the future, and I'll get into the topic name. I'm just reading the energy first, the situation first. So you and this person could have had a lot of plans for the future, a lot of things you wanted to experience together. You could have even thought this is the person you're going to marry and spend the rest of your life with, but things just didn't happen the way you wanted it to, and neither did it for this person. I do think that this person does miss you if that's something you wonder about, and I do think they do think about you and ponder about you, and they do want the best for you. They want you to be happy, even if that means you moving on to somebody else. And that part made me want to cry, so sorry if I get a little bit emotional. I've been feeling very emotional this week. Um, but that part made me want to cry because I feel like this person does see you as their true love, but even if it means you moving on to somebody else, they just want to see you happy. That's so cute. Okay, I'm just gonna continue even if I'm crying. I feel like this person is heartbroken. Um, yeah, excuse my voice if you can hear the sadness in it, but I feel this person's heartbreak for losing you. They regret a lot of things that have happened in your connection. They wish they could turn back time and fix some things they did. I think this person is self-reflecting right now, realizing where they went wrong in the connection, and they're trying to learn the wisdom from that. And they are happy that you did leave, not because they want you out of their life, but because you had to put yourself first. The Eight of Cups here tells me, and the Ten of Swords here tells me that although this person views you as their true love, the connection might have not been the healthiest, or you might have seen that, we need to separate to work on ourselves. Because it's kind of like if we had to stay in the connection longer, we probably would have just kept on hurting each other more. Like I said, there's this feeling of like we met when we're young and dumb and didn't know any better, and we would have just hurt each other more. So it's almost like this person understands the reason why you are in a separation right now. And as they're growing older, as they're starting to understand themselves more, I'm seeing Ken when he has to go and find himself. As this person is finding themselves, they're realizing where they went wrong in the connection, and again, there's a lot of regret. So, in terms of what this person finds beautiful about you, I don't want to go too off topic. They find the memories beautiful. So, they often reminisce on your beautiful memories together, and they think about the times when you were younger and you were together and just how you made them feel. There is something about you and this person, for some, not all. You had plans to travel the world together. That's what I'm seeing. But that never happened, or it only happened somewhat. How this person sees it is even if they had to see all the most beautiful places in the world, think of the most beautiful place in the world for you in your mind. It's different for all of us. For me, it's Hawaii and Italy. But it's like, think of the most beautiful view ever. That doesn't compare to you. Even if this person had to see all the beauty in the world, there's probably many beautiful people in the world, many beautiful places to see that wouldn't match up to you. That is what I'm seeing as the strongest message. So even if you didn't want to travel with this person, it's kind of like this person views you as the most beautiful person in the world to them. They view you as the most beautiful view in the whole world, where no beautiful view could amount to your beauty. And that is how they see your beauty. They see you as perfect as you are. I see them reminiscing on certain memories you have together, where let's say you have a certain memory together where you're smiling at this person and they find that moment so beautiful in that moment in their mind, like that smile you had, that happiness you had was so beautiful to them. Or maybe they reminisce on a certain memory you had where you gave something to them, like maybe kind words, or maybe you did something kind for them. Then they reminisce on that and they think that's what they see as your beauty. Those are just examples of the energy, but there's something about them reminiscing on certain memories you had together that make their heart happy and full of joy, that make them feel like you're still there in their heart, even though you're not physically there. And that to them is what they find beautiful about you. All those memories, all those love memories that you have together. My grammar doesn't make sense, but ignore it. I'm just channeling. Okay, so Ten of Swords. It was a very painful ending, and this person might not know what's going on in your life currently and may not be up to date with what's going on with you currently. So their memories of you and what they find beautiful about you may be rooted in the past, but they believe that you're still the beautiful person you are today as when they first met you. Even if you've grown, even if you've changed some parts of your personality, we're not always staying stagnant or the same. Even though they don't see that version of you today, they still believe that you're still the beautiful person you once were, and probably even more beautiful inside and out as you grow and learn and become more of the version of yourself you are today. This person, even though they don't know what's going on in your life, they know that you have a good heart. They know that they believe that you will become the best version of yourself. They believe that you are already the potential they once saw in you, that you've already grown into that. So I think this person has sometimes checked up on you, but that's still not enough information to know who you truly are today, if that makes sense. And if the separation was quite recent, then I guess the message kind of applies, but not fully, but take what resonates. It's kind of like they believe that you would have grown into that. And that is something they find beautiful. They believe that you're going to continuously grow into the person they saw you as your potential. And that to them is beautiful. I just saw 1333 on the clock. That may be an angel number that's significant. Um, Excuse me as I'm just wiping my nose because this reading made me emotional, but I don't mind because I feel energies. But 333 to me is a number of growth and expansion, but also support. So this person always saw you as like a supportive person to them. The person that supported them through everything, the person that accepted them even when they had all their flaws that they saw. So I'm seeing that this person felt like you were bound to leave them because of their flaws. And I know that your connection wasn't perfect. That's what I'm hearing from this person's energy. Your connection wasn't perfect. They may have not always been the perfect person to you, or treated you maybe in the way that you deserve, and maybe you walked away for some of you to protect your own peace. And this person can acknowledge their own faults of what made you leave in the first place. This is going to sound really weird, but hear me out. What they find beautiful about you is that you left and put yourself first. And if you didn't leave, then that means you just let go of it and put yourself first. That's what they find beautiful about you. Even though they still want you in their life, even though their heart breaks and longs for you and they miss you, they find it beautiful that you put yourself first and that you were able to let go of this to focus on you and your own rebirth and your own growth. Even though they are worried that they will never find you again or a love like yours again, what makes them truly happy is knowing that you could potentially find happiness, or that you potentially have already found happiness. So they have either seen that you have become more wise, a more wiser version of yourself. They have either seen that you've changed in many ways, but in the best possible way with death rebirth. You've rebirthed yourself, but they don't fully know the extent of it. And if they haven't seen it, then they sense it energetically. And that's also something they find beautiful. The fact that you've worked on yourself, you've grown, you've become a better version of yourself, you've gotten to know yourself, gone on a journey of self-introspection. and found your own happiness within. And even if you're still on that journey, even if you still feel like you haven't reached the finish line yet, the point is you've progressed, and that's the most beautiful thing ever. There's something about them finding your laughter beautiful, your happiness beautiful, your smile beautiful. Not because of the physical. Yes, they find you physically beautiful, but because of the joy you're feeling. I hope that makes sense. They also find your energy beautiful, the way you love beautiful. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so I have some messages coming through. I'm just gonna try remember all of them at once. What I'm seeing here from this person's energy is, like I said, they do find you physically beautiful, right? But they see more than just the physical beauty. They see the beauty beyond that. They see your soul's beauty. And this is what they want to speak about today. So, if you were looking for messages on physical beauty, I'm sorry, but this is what is coming through here. So I'm going to honor this. It's less about the physical and more about the soul that they see. Yes, they do find you physically beautiful, but they want to appreciate your soul's beauty, because it almost feels like this person loves you in a soulful way. They see you as their soulmate or something like that. But for a lot of you, I feel this is a soul connection, but I don't want to put labels on it. But this person felt that love deep in their soul, and they have never felt that way towards anybody else. I'm hearing the song now, You Can Run, You Can Hide, But You Can't Escape My Love by Enrique Iglesias. And I just noticed there's a little frog here. So I heard like this person sees themselves as the frog prince, and you're the person kissing the frog, regardless of gender here, even if this is not a man. It's like they see themselves as the frog, and you're the princess or the prince kissing the frog. And it's like they see it as you deserve a lot better than just them, but they still love you wholeheartedly. So this is what I'm seeing. So spirit guides of pile number one, spirit guides of pile number one. What do they find beautiful about pile number one? Why do they find pile number one beautiful? Okay, so we have the card Fluorite, Asterion, and Introspection. They find you beautiful because you've gone within, and although you do care for this person and you probably didn't want to let go of this person, but you put those feelings aside for a moment, even if they were very difficult to go through. Although, some of you may still miss this person, it was very painful, but you've learned to go within and find that self-love and focus within, focus on your own growth, focus on your own healing, focus on your own emotions. That got you outside of your comfort zone, because the North Node is at the back of the deck, and the North Node is all about stepping into our destiny, going into our purpose, and stepping into our comfort zone. And the word here is expansion. So it's not easy to expand and grow. I'm hearing growing pains, and Spirit is showing me a moment from when I was younger. Basically, long story short, I had a growth spurt when I was very, very young, and my bones were growing so quickly that my knees were always hurting because I was getting very tall very fast, if that makes sense. So Spirit is showing me that moment in my mind. So there were definitely growing pains, but you moved past that and you flourished into a beautiful version of yourself. So either this person has seen parts of that, or they sense it energetically. So now I'm going to use another oracle deck to get two more cards, and then we'll see what comes up. So this person may feel like they haven't grown that much as you have. I feel like this person is trying to self-reflect and grow, and they've actually grown more than they think they have. But it's like they're looking at you as the more mature person. They're looking at you as the person they've always aspired to be. So, the way you interact with people, the kind of person you are deep down in your heart, it's like they aspire to be like you. Not in a way of they want to become you, but they feel inspired by you. They aspire to be like you. And the way you treat people, the person you are deep down in your heart is your values, like all those things is what they find beautiful about you because they aspire to be kind-hearted like you. They aspire to be everything that you are, everything that they see in your heart. And I couldn't be mentioning all of that. I wouldn't know everything that's in your heart, but you know what's in your heart and soul. So that's what I'm seeing here. We have the mystic of peace. I am peace when my mind is clear, the way is clear. So this person finds your peaceful nature beautiful. Although you may sometimes deal with anxieties and overthinking, you felt what it was like to not have peace in your reality, and you bring peace to every person and situation in your life. You try to not make them feel the same anxiety you once felt. And there's something about that, like, I feel this pile has healed from a lot, where you felt certain feelings that were uncomfortable and maybe even painful, and you try to not put those same feelings onto others because you understand what it feels like. So you try to be that peace for everybody else. We have the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the woman in my life fiercely. So there's something about you finding self-love, learning to love yourself as you are, accept yourself as you are. Just how I said that this person felt like you even loved their flaws, like you accepted them as they are, even though they just saw flaws, you accepted them and you loved them. And you've learned to also give that to yourself. Because sometimes we look at ourselves and all we see are flaws and all we see are negative things. But when we learn to treat ourselves the way we treat others, that is a beautiful thing. And even if you feel like you're not there yet, you are getting there. Like you're improving, you're growing. And there's something about you learning to love yourself that's beautiful to this person. You're calling your power back from situations that made you once feel powerless and learning to find that happiness and joy within and find the knowledge within everything that you're learning from by going within. And if you are a woman, I feel like you are somebody that celebrates other women's success, celebrates other women's happiness. Like you're a girl's girl, and this person loves that about you. Like you don't tear other women down. And that is the most beautiful thing ever. Also, the words you use, the way you speak, the words you use to this person is something they find beautiful. Like you speak in this very poetic way. And you also have a very melodic voice that this person loves to hear and misses your voice every day. There are so many things about you that are physically beautiful, but what this person wants to focus on is the soulful beauty that truly makes their heart swell so huge that it almost feels like it's going to pop. That's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. If it sounds weird, I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing. It's like I'm seeing a heart become so big. Like, when a balloon becomes so big, it almost feels like it's gonna pop. You make this person's heart expand like that. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my Palmer 2s. If you chose this Fire Agate Crystal and the Queen of Wands, and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at what they find beautiful about you for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to say thank you so much for 30k subscribers. I have so much gratitude and appreciation for you all because I wouldn't be here without you, and I love this job I do every day, so I'm so grateful for this. It is a little bit late, this thank you, because I do have a little bit of pre-recorded videos up before this one goes up. So yeah, if it is a little bit late, I'm sorry, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let's get started with your reading. We're going to start out with your tarot cards first. Then after that, we'll take a look at your oracle cards. I'll be pulling from 2 oracle decks. So let's get started. So, Spirit Guides of pile number 2, Spirit Guides of pile number 2, what does this person and their mind find beautiful about them? I just saw 111, by the way, so that angel number may be significant for some of you. So, what does this person find beautiful about pile number 2? Why do they find pile number 2 beautiful? So, we have the Child. We have the 3 of Swords. I just need to cover this card. We have Union. Oops. And I feel this card, the Maiden. Okay, so how I'm reading this. They find you beautiful through all your emotional expression. So there's something about, like, when you're happy, they find you beautiful. When you're excited about something, like let's say it's something like maybe your parents are traveling there where you're living for a weekend and you get to see them and you're excited about it. Or let's say you have something you're going to that weekend that you're excited about, or you have a specific hobby of yours that you've just done and you're excited to share that with this person. That's something they find beautiful. They find it beautiful when you are laughing. They find it beautiful when you are like daydreaming about something about the future. They even find it beautiful when you're angry and when you're sad. Not because they want you to be angry or sad, but just that emotional expression of yours. So, like you could be angry at this person and like shout at them and they'll find it beautiful because it's like you expressing your emotions. The reason I say emotional expression is because this person feels as though their inner child was shamed for their own emotional expression. Even the more difficult emotions like sadness or anger, they were shamed for that as a child. And that's why the Child card is here next to the 3 of Swords, because the 3 of Swords is about heartbreak. So this person has inner child wounds that prevent them from fully expressing their emotions. Even the bad ones and even the good ones, like excitement and happiness, because they were inherently shamed for that as a child. And seeing you do that is beautiful to them because you're fully living in your truth and expressing what you're feeling. And that is beautiful, even the more bad emotions. But there's no bad or good emotions. We just label that as humans. They find your independence beautiful. The fact that you are so self-sufficient, where you can rely on yourself and do everything for yourself. I feel like you've been like pile number 1 on a journey of self-love, but the energy is different to pile 1. Like, I feel like you are with this person. Pile one was like a separation, and the things they find beautiful are different than pile one, but there's something about you also being on a self-love journey and you learning to see yourself as your own soulmate, where you do little things for yourself. Maybe you also have inner child wounds that this person sees. And when you let your inner child out and you let your inner child, have fun and play, that's something they also find beautiful. When you are kind to yourself and you try to not be mean to yourself and you try to be kind to yourself, you're being kind to that inner child version of you, and that's something they find beautiful. When you're being loving to yourself, just like you're loving to this person, you're being your own soulmate, and that's something this person finds beautiful because that is essentially healing your inner child wounds, where you're giving that love your inner child desire to yourself. And it may not always be easy because sometimes we fall into that trap of negative thinking, of, being mean to ourselves, telling ourselves we're not good enough. I was literally having this conversation like not so long ago with somebody about this, and I'm seeing it in the cards, and it's kind of like you're learning to love yourself. You're learning to see yourself as your own soulmate. Treat yourself the way you would a lover would or a best friend would. And that's as beautiful to this person. You're learning to find confidence in yourself even when people have told you things that made you insecure or made you question your own worth. You're learning to see your own inherent value as a human being and your own worth, and that you do in fact deserve happiness and joy in everything you dream of. And that is beautiful to this person. If I had to mention physicalities, this person does find you quite sexy, but they also find you beautiful and adorable at the same time. There's something about your eyes that are so cute and adorable. There's something about when you wake up in the morning. So if this person has seen you wake up in the morning, there's something about that being so cute and adorable. Even if you're like, oh, when I wake up in the morning, like my hair's not brushed or my teeth is not brushed yet, like that doesn't matter. This person finds that adorable and cute. There's something about your smile that is so adorable and cute. There's something about them loving to look into your eyes. Something about the eyes is something I see. They also love your hair. They find your hair beautiful and they find your body quite sexy and your facial features beautiful. Um, your body definitely turns this person on, and I don't even think it's just your body, like you just turn this person on. Like there's something about when you flirt with this person, it just makes them feel all like nervous but turned on at the same time. Like, when you get nervous when you're in front of your crush, I feel this person feeling like that. And that's something they find beautiful. They find the moments with you they get to experience beautiful, the love they get to experience with you beautiful. They feel like with the union card, they've truly come into union with their divine counterpart. The union card is literally that meaning, like coming into union with your divine counterpart, with your version of your true love or the one. So this person feels like they've found the one in you. And that's something they find beautiful. They find your love beautiful. The love you two share together. The path you're gonna take together is beautiful. That's something I see. Like the future you could potentially have is beautiful. You also have a feisty side to you. Um, that is quite sexy to this person and turns this person on. You have like a sassiness to your personality that this person loves and adores. Um, Also, like when you are confident in yourself, like let's say, for example, for the woman watching, let's say you're getting ready and you're putting on your makeup, and I don't know if some of you listen to music while you get ready or whatever you do, it's like whatever routine you have that makes you feel beautiful and you feel confident, when this person sees you feeling beautiful and confident, they find that beautiful because all they want you to see is the beauty that they see within you. So sometimes we see the beauty in the people we love, but if you could put themselves in your shoes, I don't know if I'm making sense. If you put yourself in their shoes, they don't always see that beauty you see in them. Same with the people we love. We don't always see the beauty that they see within us. We don't always see ourselves from their eyes. So when you are feeling beautiful and feeling confident, this person perceives it as you're seeing yourself from their eyes, and they love that. There's something about you being so playful that this person finds beautiful. I feel like you and this person have a very playful, light-hearted kind of connection, but it's deep at the same time and intense at the same time. And there's a lot of passion here between the two of you and love between the two of you. And I keep hearing this person just adores you with their whole heart. Um, and they celebrate your wins is what I'm hearing. Like they want you to find success. They want you to be happy. They want everything that you want for yourself. Um, I don't know if I'm going off track here. What was I saying before? They find it beautiful when you're kissing them. They love to kiss you and share physical affection with you. They find your hugs beautiful, your touch beautiful. And I'm not just talking about sexual touch here, but your hugs, your kisses, everything like that. The thing is, going back to the independence I was talking about, you may have learned to only rely on yourself because you may have learned from a young age that relying on others led to disappointment and led to your expectations not being met. So you had to learn to be there for yourself and not expect anybody to be there for you. But this person wants to be there for you. This person wants you to know that you can lean on them for support whenever you need it. And if you were to do that, they would find that so beautiful that you trust them enough to sort of like let them be by your side and let them support you when you need it, that you don't have to go through life alone or feeling alone because this person's there by your side. So they would find that beautiful. And if you are already doing that, then, even if it's difficult, like to let a person in when you've learned to be alone or, just be okay on your own, that's something they find beautiful because it's like you're letting them into your heart space and being a little bit more vulnerable, even if there is a feeling here of if I let this person in, what if they disappoint me? You're letting them in regardless. That's beautiful. Oh, yeah, I was talking about like a playfulness in your connection where I feel like you and this person have inside jokes, and I feel like you and this person have things you'll say to each other that are so silly but funny, and like nobody else would get it or get the joke. It's like you and this person have a brain that is one, if that makes sense. And I mean that in a way of like you and this person think the same, even though you literally have two separate brains. It feels like your brains are connected. Where if this person had to say something to you, you would get that and understand it completely. But if they had to say that same thing to another person, that person wouldn't get it. So it's kind of like you and this person have your own vibe going on where it's like you just fully understand each other and get each other and the things you say and the inside jokes. It's like you have your own language. That's something they love. They love the fact that you two are just two peas in a pod attached to the hip, if that makes sense. They love your fiery nature. They love the fact that you're ambitious. They find that beautiful. The fact that you are somebody that has a huge amount of goals and things you want to achieve for yourself. But again, like going back to the inner child and healing the inner child, that's what you're doing. That's something this person finds beautiful. Where you're not putting your worth in what you can achieve, but seeing your value regardless of the achievements and regardless of the things you physically have. That's beautiful to this person. You also have a very dreamy vibe and energy to this person that this person finds beautiful. They see you as someone with a very beautiful heart. You have loyalty, you're very protective over those you love, and that's something they also find beautiful. Like you are the most loyal person this person knows. You would go above and beyond to protect any person you love, and that's something they find beautiful. This person is almost looking at you like, you know, those princesses from the fairy tale books? Even if you're a man watching, it's like you have a heart like that. And I don't mean that in a way of like an insult if you're a man watching, but it's kind of like, you know how those fairy tale princesses always have hearts of gold. It's like you have that same thing, if that makes sense. Or you can think of yourself as like a Prince Charming if you're a man watching. Um, but yeah, this is what I see. Let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. So I don't know if you and this person, I feel like most of you are in an exclusive relationship with this person, and it is pretty healthy with this card coming out. So this is Malachite, Uranus, and Eudaimonia. And I'm hearing that this person can't wait to put a ring on your finger, can't wait to like secure the future between the two of you. And they feel as though the more they're in this connection, the more they become enlightened, the more. I feel like the purpose to this connection is you're bringing each other the love your inner child never received, and being that love for each other. And I'm not saying we should look for healing from our inner child in another person. That's not what I'm saying. But this is the purpose of your connection, because although we can have that self love and give our inner child the love they never received, sometimes it does help receiving that from another person as well. And I feel like you're giving that to each other. So I feel like this person feels as though this connection is incredibly healing to their inner child, like receiving that healthy love from you that they never received, and vice versa. And it expands them, it makes them feel, you know, empowered in this connection. It makes them feel loved. You make them feel loved. And this is something they cherish about you. They find your heart beautiful with malachite here because this is a crystal of the heart chakra. They find your ideas beautiful. They find your mind beautiful, the way your mind works, your mindset. Something about them finding you smart and intelligent and revolutionary. They see you as a trendsetter, somebody that has amazing ideas, a visionary, very creative too for some of you. Or you're just very talented or gifted at something that this person sees and they find that beautiful. It is 2:22 on the clock. This person believes they were meant to find you. Confirmation. The Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. I was talking about emotional expression, and this card just confirms it. I love that. Okay, we also have, I just need to cover this card because there is nudity. The first woman, I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. So since she is nude on this card, that kind of confirms what I said about them finding your body attractive. They also find your hair attractive, and I said that already, but I see it again. And something about your facial features, like your cheekbones, your eyes. I did say that already, but I'm seeing it again. In terms of what they find beautiful, why they find you beautiful, I see them finding you beautiful because you are somebody that lives life to your own standards. Like, nobody can tell you what to do with your life. Nobody can tell you, oh, go work at this job and, you have to live your life this way to these rules. Like, no, you make your own rules for your life. And it's like, if I want to live my life in this way, even if that person over there doesn't accept me, this is me. I don't care. Well, maybe it does hurt if they don't accept me, but I'm not living my life for them. I'm living my life for me. So there's something about you being so authentic to yourself. There's something about you being authentic to yourself, even if other people make you feel weird or like an outsider or like you're different. Because the truth is, you are different and are unique, but that is what makes you special. That is what makes you beautiful to this person. The fact that you're able to express that to the world, a world that tells us we should all follow the same path and all look a certain way and be a certain way, but that's not true. Like, no human being is exactly the same. So, you are being yourself in a world full of many people that are afraid to be themselves. And who knows, you might inspire people that feel different and feel unique, just like this person you're asking about, to be themselves more, to express themselves more. Queen of Wands is a very inspiring energy. So this person finds you inspiring, like the life choices you've made, how you've lived your life, who you are as a person. It's inspiring to this person, and that's something they also find beautiful. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Chrysocolla crystal in the Ten of Cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at why do they find you beautiful for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for 30k subscribers. I have so much gratitude and love for you all. I love this job that I get to do every day. It makes me so happy, and I love the fact that I get to share that with you, so thank you. Also, this thank you might be a little bit late because I do have some pre-recorded videos up before this one goes up, so sorry about that, but yeah, thank you everybody. So let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards. We're gonna pull them first, and then after that we'll take a look at your oracle cards. I'm hearing the song, I was made for loving you, you were made for loving me, baby, something like that. That's very cute. Spirit guides of pile number 3. Spirit guides of pile number 3. Why do they find pile 3 beautiful? 10 of Wands. So you have 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the 6 of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups. And an extra card with the 9 of Cups. Hopefully you can see that here. So I'm going to tell you everything I see. So I am getting some specific messages with this pile. I'm seeing a lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. A lot of Neptunian energy. So there's something about a higher soulful type of love coming through in this pile. And even if you don't have those placements, something about that Neptunian energy is present. Neptune in this type of reading is what I see as a higher expression of love, a soulful type of expression of love. So when you love people, it's like you love them at this huge soul level and it feels very watery. What do I mean by that? It feels very deep and emotional. Water is a symbol of depth and emotions. So when I say the love feels watery, it feels very deep and emotional. This person feels very emotionally attached to you, and you probably feel the same way towards them. If you don't have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio placements, you could also have a lot of fourth house energy within your chart, eighth house energy, or 12th house energy. And the intuition card is at the back of the deck, which confirms my intuition. The funny thing is, before I started your pile, I saw a spider web in my mind's eye. And we have a spider web here, and I saw somebody that is super magical and mystical. So, I'm feeling that energy as well of like Pisces, Venus, Scorpio, Venus, Cancer, Venus as well. So you could have those placements. But there's something about you being magical and mystical. I don't know if you are very spiritual, very intuitive, or if some of you are actually witchy. But even if you're not, this person could just find your magical, mystical nature, your spiritual nature beautiful. With the spider webs, I feel like I'm part of this pile because that has a special meaning for me that I won't say, but there's something about with the spider web, you have this type of energy of like wanting to take care of the people around you, wanting to serve the people around you. Because the spider creates its web as its home, you could have like this very homey type of energy to this person that feels like comfort to their soul. You know what Spirit is showing me? You know when you eat comfort food when you're really sad? You are like comfort food to this person's soul. You are like soul medicine for this person's soul. Whenever they're having a bad day, whenever they're stressed out, you somehow just make them feel better. There is also something about you making this person feel at home, making this person feel a sense of belonging, making them feel like you are part of their soul family. They could even feel closer to you than their own family for some of you or a lot of you watching. And they could, if some of you are watching about a platonic connection, I'm hearing for some of you, they could feel like you're their sister or brother from another mother. And I'm seeing this energy where this person sees you as very creative, or you have a lot of creative ideas or potential. Or you have this energy of being able to create the reality you desire, manifest the reality you desire. Going back to the magical energy, some of you could be master manifestors, and this person sees what you are truly able to manifest and create in your own life. You are the creator or the creatress of your own life, and you are in control of your reality. And once you take control of that, which I already feel like you have started to do, this person finds that so beautiful and so magical. Because they're seeing you step into your potential. They're seeing you step into like what they have always dreamed of for you. But it's not even about what this person dreams of for you. This person just wants you to be able to feel like you are having the life you want to live with the Nine of Cups. They want to celebrate your wins, your successes, that you having happiness and joy. And it's like this person just wants the best for you. They just want you to be happy. They just want you to feel fulfilled, like you have everything you need and more, and what you want in your life, what you truly wish for. I'm seeing some specific message that won't resonate with everybody. Some here could be ravers, could love to go to festivals. I'm seeing an energy like that, like trippy hippie type of vibe. I'm seeing some along with that message that could be into psychedelics or anything of that nature. Or if you're just like a very trippy, hippie kind of like person, or like having a boho vibe is what I'm seeing too, intuitively and clairvoyantly. I'm also seeing some here that are very athletic, that like to play sports, run, or just go to the gym a lot. Like, I'm seeing some here that are very athletic, where it's like you take care of your physical body. And that's something they find beautiful, not because of the way your body looks per se. Yes, they find your body beautiful. Even if you don't gym or exercise, they find your body beautiful. But if you are, in this phase of your life where you are really taking care of your body and focusing on your physical health, that is a beautiful thing, because you are bringing health into your life. And that just shows that, you're valuing yourself and your own life and your own physical vessel, because it will reflect in the years to come. When you're old, you will be thankful that you know, gave your body health, if that makes sense. That's how this person's viewing it. If some of you like to get your nails done, your hair done, or go to the salon in general, or just like to pamper yourself, that is something this person loves. I'm also seeing Taurus energy. So that could be showing up for some of you. Like, some of you have this Taurus energy where you like to pamper yourself, you like to do self-care. I know this is like very typical for Tauruses. I don't want to stereotype, but I'm also seeing foodies in this pile. So maybe you and this person bond over food, because I spoke about like comfort food. So that's coming through. I'm also hearing Wiccan. Some of you could be Wiccan, going along with the magical energy I spoke about before. So I'm seeing some of you could be very into psychology, could know how people's minds work, where you would be able to control people like puppets with the knowledge you have, or the gifts you have, or the wisdom you have. But you choose to not use that wisdom or gift you have for wrong or for bad. You choose to use your gifts and your knowledge for good. Because one person can take the same amount of knowledge and choose to use it with negative intentions or with positive intentions. One person can take their spiritual gifts and use it to weaken or manipulate people or use it for bad. And the same person could have the same gifts and use it for good. It just depends what we choose to do. But you choose to use it for good, not to manipulate or control people. And that's something this person finds beautiful about you. There is something about you having a flowy nature to you. So I don't know if you like to wear flowy clothes, like loose, flowy, romantic clothes. I'm seeing florals. I am also seeing a very ethereal beauty, like almost like a creature that is iridescent and almost like not from here, like a fairy or a mermaid, or like another type of being that is very ethereal and iridescent and not from here, not of this earth. So maybe some of you relate to being that ethereal beauty physically, but also spiritually. It's like you glow, you radiate, you shine physically, but also spiritually, energetically. This person finds your energy beautiful. They love when you are slowing down and experiencing the moment. Maybe that's been something important for you lately, like slowing down and experiencing the moment. I'm also seeing a lot of people in this pile be very generous with the Six of Pentacles. They find your generosity beautiful because you truly give from your heart. You want to give to others. And if it's not possible for you, like let's say you're tired or you're burnt out or you just don't have anything to give, then that's okay. But It's like when you do have something to give, you give from your heart. So that's something I see too. This person finds your eyelashes beautiful. They find your hands and nails beautiful. I'm also seeing toes, weird message, but I'm seeing like women in this pile as an example with pretty toes. I'm not seeing it like in a fetish way, but you know how some women have like very pretty toenails and they're painted nicely and they look pretty in like sandals and things like that. And I'm seeing like this person loves your fashion style, the way you dress. They love that about you. They find your cheeks to be very cute, something about your cheeks. There's something about your face again having like an ethereal, hauntingly beautiful type of energy, like you're not completely from here. I don't know how else to explain that, but there's something about your facial features giving off this dreamy vibe that this person finds beautiful. There are also some things this person finds beautiful about you that you could not comprehend at this moment. So, Spirit isn't going to speak about it yet until you, how do I say this? So, Spirit gives us messages that we are ready for. So, I'm not going to go too long about this, but from my personal experience doing tarot, it's also 444 on the 1444 on the clock. Spirit won't give us a message that we're not ready to hear or that we cannot comprehend yet. So let's say we cannot comprehend it right now, but some things are going to happen and then later on you could comprehend it. Spirit's not going to give you that message yet. Especially if Spirit wants to protect you first, because sometimes we're not ready to receive certain information. And like with me, I've had times where I've asked my spirit guides to show me an answer and I was not ready for that answer, so they were protecting me. Sometimes that happens too. But there are some other things this person has noticed about you, that finds beautiful about you, that you cannot comprehend yet or understand yet. So Spirit's not going to mention that, but what I will say is you have a lot of the traits that this person is always wanted in a partner, or always wanted in a friend or someone around them, and you match up to their ideal. You know, I'm hearing the perfect woman in my mind or the perfect man in my mind. Like this person sees you as the perfect woman, perfect man, perfect person, whatever you resonate with. Whatever this person has felt stuck, you've made them feel free as well. They find the feelings you bring them beautiful, like how you make this person feel, that's beautiful. So now let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. So I'm seeing that this person also finds you quite alluring because, again, with like the ethereal message, I'm clairvoyantly seeing like a beautiful mermaid lure a sailor in. Is it a sailor? I don't really know, but like, so there's something very alluring and tempting about you where this person feels like they can't resist you, even if they tried. We have Apophyllite, Jupiter, and Curiosity. Okay, so you are somebody that makes them feel lucky because they never thought they could have their dream person. They never thought their dream person would even be real. They thought it was too good to be true to even ask for from the universal God or whatever this person believes in. And if they don't believe in anything at all, they thought, why would a person like my dream person exist in the world? That sounds too good to be true. But you have proved them wrong because you are exactly that. So you make this person feel lucky to be with you. That's what I see with Jupiter. This person finds you beautiful because you are somebody that is very curious. Like they find your curious nature beautiful. Spirit is showing me Alice in Wonderland, and she is that embodiment of curiosity. You know why? Because she follows a rabbit into the rabbit hole when everybody else ignored the rabbit and was too focused on the physical. Maybe you're like that. Maybe you like to go down rabbit holes. Maybe you love to like watch mystery movies and things like that, or maybe you love to like solve things in your mind. I'm seeing some of you like conspiracy theories, or just like have a lot of curiosity towards the world and people. Like, you know, when you're talking to people, you have a curiosity. If they tell you something, you ask questions about it, you show you're really intrigued, and that's something this person finds beautiful about you. Also, the way you've expanded and grown and who you've become as a person, how you go towards your goals and dreams and desires, and you don't give up on it, and you have this mindset that yes, I am lucky, I can achieve anything. Because I'm hearing that Instagram reel or TikTok that's like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch. So it's like there's something about you embodying that energy of like, I'm lucky, I can manifest anything I want, I can dream big and achieve my desires. And there's something about that that this person finds beautiful. So let's see what other oracle cards you have. There's also something about this person finding your photos beautiful, photogenically beautiful. We have the mother of believers with I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. So you could also be very independent. You don't really need anybody. Like, you provide heaven on earth for yourself, but you still want this person around, and you believe in yourself fully. But you also believe in other people, where you see their potential even if they don't see it themselves. You know, like when other people around you, let's say a friend is doubting themselves, and you give them a pick me up, like, I believe in you, I believe you can do it. That's something this person finds beautiful, because you remind other people to believe in themselves too. We have the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. This is what I was speaking about in the beginning. You're becoming like in control of your life, where you're manifesting your desires. You're the one that writes your story. You're the one that is the creator or creatress of your own story. Nobody else. Not even the universe, like God, yes, to an extent, but you are the one that creates your reality with the words you speak into the universe, and with your actions and your thoughts and your beliefs. So you are putting a good energy out into the universe, making sure you manifest the life you desire, and abundance, and not just physical abundance, but like an abundance of happiness, joy, love, you know, all those things you want. And that is beautiful to this person. Also, the way you speak to people, the way you speak, your voice is beautiful to this person. Maybe even your singing voice for some of you, like if you do like to sing. And you also have this very peaceful nature, yet you are also a beautiful mystery at the same time, and very enchanting to this person. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. And I'm also hearing, is it Sebastian's voice from The Little Mermaid? What the hell? I'm definitely part of this. Like, I'm hearing Sebastian's voice in my mind, where he's like, you set my soul on fire. That's so cute. So this is what I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.